Good morning and welcome to Life University's Life Church. This is your live host, the Reverend Dr. Donisi Palmer Wallace. It's a great morning, and if you're here for the first time, I am hoping that you will get something from our Fresh Thought LifeWords today. As is usual, I start with a very simple chorus, a small, four-line song. Very, very simple, but very, very meaningful. I believe. It's very important for us to believe. What is more important is what do we believe? What do you believe this morning? I believe. I believe life loves me. I believe life loves me and you. Whoever you are this morning. Why worry when we can pray? What do we have to do? Believe, believe, and pray. I believe life loves me. I believe. I believe life loves me and you, and you, and you. So, why should we worry? Why worry when we can pray? Pray and believe, believe. Believe this morning, this coming week, that life loves you. Our topic today, 5 things to remember about life. Life. What does life mean to you? In this short segment, I will bring our attention to 5 areas that we need to remember about life. That is, if you're really, really, really interested in having a joyous, a fulfilling, a successful, life that is so wonderful and magnificent. These 5 things will help you to enjoy the life that you and I were created to be and do and have. First thing to remember about life is that life is absolute. When we talk about absolute, we talk about present. What I mean about present, it means in the now, is. That present, that now moment is happening. We think about happening, do we not? Happening, has happened, might happen. Always resonating within these 3 areas. Has happened, is happening, may happen. Remember about life, the life that lives you, that breathes you. Breathes you. Think about that. Breathes you, is breathing you now, giving you life, is happening. It's happening, okay? And it's absolute. So when you have doubts and fears, worries, come back to this moment and remember life. Think about what I just said. Remember. If I should talk about your arm, a member of your body. If I should talk about your feet, a member of your body. So what we need to do is to remember something about life that enhances our life, that expands our life, that creates that sense of pure well-being, joyful well-being, completion, and in remembering that life itself is absolute. Absolute. That means present. When you're sure about something, it's absolute. There is nothing outside of absolute, is it? It is as is. And in that now is happening. It's happening now. Life is happening now. So when you think about, you might say, yes, I know, but look, such and such is happening now. But within that sphere of whatever you're seeing outside of life, come back, remember, okay? Remember, bring it into your members, bring it into your brain, mind, bring it into your hands. If you're feeling, I can't do that, or I'm wondering what will happen. Remember, may happen, that's future. Bring it into the present, bring it into the now, bring it into the absolute. There you will find life at its most maximum, at its best, is happening now. Life. Remember about life, that word being. Life is being. And when we think about the word be, do you know it's actually the meaning of be is the same essence of the word am. Isn't that interesting? So we are looking at is, be, and am. The same essence, the same value, the same life value. You see, we talk about value, we think about worth, and most people are living from a place of lack, a place of ever aiming to get to somewhere. We're always trying to get to somewhere. Where are you getting to somewhere from? Because in this now moment, is that somewhere that you feel is way out there? When we become very still and aware, and in this awareness, we be. And as we are aware of being, what comes to the surface is that sphere, or that sense of being. I am. And when we come into this realization of the amness, the beingness, we have entered into the gravitational field of goodness. Because in the now, present, am being moment, we are into the gravitational field of goodness. And when you are into that realization, into that conscious awareness of into the gravitational field, your brain mind submits, surrenders, and merges with the truth of the space you're in. And then what actually occurs is an emergence of that amness, that beingness, that isness, the now present absolute magnificence that is life in your members. That means in what you do, in every movement, okay? In every movement, because you're alive. Life is living you. Think about it. Look outside. If you can't, if where you are is just no window, sorry, and you can't see, go to a place where there's window and look outside. I'm here early. It's very, 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 very early in the morning. You can just about see the daylight, and I'm looking, and there is trees to the back, and there is a field, and you can see life happening. How can I see life happening? Oh, I can see it on the breeze that is blowing on the leaves and is shimmering. I can see it from the slightest shimmer of dawn coming through the trees, saying, here I am alive. This is what we call a brand new day. And if you can hear my voice today, then you're alive. And you're alive in this moment. We're a possibility where all things are possible. Enter then into the sphere of remembering. 5 things. We have said 2. The third thing, that life, what you have to remember about life, that it is the central thing. So we think of that word as center. In the center of your being, in the center of whatever is happening right now, in the center of what you call the chaos, stop, come into that sphere, and what do you find? The central part of everything there is life. And then when you come into this awareness of, into the center, all that's happening around is life. But come on, focus. Bring it right down to the speck of your awareness. And there you will find in the center, another word for center, Christ, another word for Christ, the core, at the very core of everything, the very essence, the very core, the Christ, the conqueror of death, of anything you might look outside of yourself, of the darkest place that you call hell, the very center. Do you know, I was very grateful for a scripture that says, if I make my bed in hell, even there thou art Christ. This message is full of life words, fresh thought, life words. Life is inviting you into a gravitational field of goodness. Life is inviting you to experience that now moment that is happening right now, and it is absolute. And life wants you to remember, okay? Remember your members, your hands, your eyes, your ears, your pancreas, your liver. Remember, there's an area in you we call the soul. And we've forgotten that. We have even forgotten that that is a member of who you are. Most people are really, they're living. But because they haven't allowed the brain mind to surrender and come into that stillness, they're not experiencing. So there is some part of them that is not functioning. And so there is disorientation going on. Eventually, what will happen? They will say they have a transition. There are things happening all around. Remember what I said? All around. All around, things are happening. But when you realize that really and truly at the very center and at the very core, there is life, and life is happening. Whatever it is, okay, whatever it is the central thing. It is the core. It is the Christ. And when you know that, then when you look out all around you, remember a few weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago, our message, Fresh Thought LifeWords, because it's Fresh Thought LifeWords, we can bring it in today and it's still alive right now as it was then. So we can really just take away 2 weeks and say what we want to say right now, because it is fresh, it is as is. And then we looked at, and we're looking at that sense of what is it, and that it in this moment is all around you, but it's also your center. So you might look out and think you see chaos, you might think you see lack, you might think you see death, but the truth is, what we looked at and we're revisiting today is that all around you are the essence of what you call the me is surrounded by what is I, what am, God, life. The tiny you is in life. It's not just life in you. Yeah, life in you is the hope of glory. Life in you is the hope of glory. It's the hope of glory. That's the hope, okay? Life in you. But you in life is glory itself. And as you begin to remember, you bring the truth of life to bear upon all that is. Oh, if you could get this, you could come into the realization of magnificence. And in that place of magnificence, there is such delight. This morning, life through me is hoping to ignite a passion for life, to ignite the beauty of life in this very now moment, into the gravitational field of goodness. This week, life invites us 5 things to remember about life. If you notice, I have come down A, B, C. So we think about to remember that life is absolute. That means present. That means is happening now. 5 things to remember about life. The second thing, that life is in the B. B, B-E, be. Just be. Oh, I'm so frustrated. I know. You're frustrated because of something that happened or might happen. Come into this awareness, and into the awareness, just be. And when you're just being, this is called the I am. When you're being, you're I am. And I am carries a gravitational field of goodness. And that is why when you say, I am happy, we are talking about the I am. God, life, is happy. Then what we do, we change it. We change it from a small me or a small you or a small I into the truth. And we enter into that gravitational field, pull it into our sphere. And what happens is, at the very core of us, the soul of us, that central part, whatever it is, that means whatever it is, whatever situation, the center of the core is life itself. It's happening now. Life is happening now. There is always life. There's always life going on. It's wonderful. Okay, so another thing, the fourth thing to remember about life is that life, it's the decider, okay? Life is the decider. And life, you're living because life is living you through your breath, okay? Let's be honest, without the breath, you and I, in the sense of what our name is, okay? Our name person, the matter form person of us, would not even be here, would it? We would not be here. It's just sensible, okay? That's just common sense. That's just the base, the basics. And so life is the decider. Isn't that true? Life is the decider of who you are. Because without life, there is no you. There is no me. There is no us. There is no we. So when we put on our sensible cap, okay? When we put on our sensible cap and we become consciously, we become very mindful, we become very still, we become very truthful and present, okay? Never mind about dissecting what I'm saying and saying, oh, she's bringing in this. No. Just come into this now moment and hear. Sometimes we do not hear. Hear the words today. Hear the Fresh Thought Life words today. Life wants to remind you something about life, that life is the decider. It's the decider. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't stand this. How often have we said those words? As if that is the decision. Life is the decider. And when we think of the word decider, do you know what that really means at the core? It's the divine. The decider is the divine, that divine part of everything, the divinity. So the same essence of the word decider is the divinity, the divine. When you think of the divine, what do you think of? Yes, you think of God. If you think of God, is there an end to God? Is there anything impossible with God? Or is all things possible with God? I don't know who is listening to this. So I'm speaking to the whole world. I'm speaking to every human being today. Regardless, and yes, with great regards. I hate that word saying regardless. Of course I have regard. With regards to whatever other belief you had before you hear this. Regards to you place yourself in a box of a religion or a color or a creed. Regards to that, the decider, the absolute divinity is that life is the decider and life is the divinity, and life is good and life is magnificent and life is absolutely delightful, wonderful, blissful. It's the decider. Let that be the decider on your feelings today. Let that be the decider on your emotions today. You get this? It is the truth of all that is. Life is the truth of all that is. Look out again. Go to the window and look out. You see the trees standing? It's alive. If it wasn't, it would be the log that's lying down. But it's alive. You look, you feel the wind, you see the sun, you see the rain, whatever you're looking at. The truth of all that is life itself. It's life itself. The thing that looks through your eyes and see, the thing that smells through your nostril and use all those parts, the thing that uses your throat and your even your voice box, and out comes a sound, the thing that is sound, the thing of all that is life. You can't get away from life because life is all there is. And that is your essence, that is your core, that is your Christ. That is the central area. That is the gravitational field of goodness. That is the absolute. That is happening right now. Whoa. Last thing. Life wants you to remember. And when I say life wants you to remember, life is now expressing itself through you, as you, and bringing into its awareness through you, as you, that it is eternal. Can you hear that though? We are so stuck up, aren't we, with the sense of, oh, my name is John. So we are living in our name. Strip away the name. Okay, when you come to Life University, not our life class here, but in the life course, the actual course, the first thing we do in the first lesson, we go through, we pull away our name, we take away the name. Then who are you? Without a name, okay, without just the letters. Who are you? Well, I'm a man. Take away that bit about your gender. Take away the gender and take away your name. Wow. Oh, I don't exist. Do you not? Are you a mother? Oh, yes, I'm a mother. Take away that title, mother, father. Who am I? Well, if I take away the gender, I'm not a boy. I'm not a girl. I'm not Susan. I'm not John. I know. My generation comes from Africa, or my generation comes from India, or my generation come from England. Okay, take away all that culture, take away the generational. Who are you? And as we begin to strip away the labels, and we strip away the label, maybe we come to the soul. There are so many. We will take time. We'll take up the whole hour to tell you what we strip away, and we come to the bare necessities. We come to the truth, and the truth lies in the eternal. The truth is that which is ongoing, and the only thing that is ongoing is life, not your opinion. Opinions can change. Do not get carried away, and we all do. I put my hand up. I am guilty, getting carried away sometimes, but life pulls me back. You know what we get hook up on? The things that is not lasting. That will come. Do you know if you're sad today, that will come to an end? Be it at the time of transition, when you have exited your body, or be it the time when somebody calls you to laugh. You know, have you ever wanted just to be sad? Well, you don't want to be sad, but something happens and you're very sad. Or something don't happen and you're bored because you were looking for that spark, and the spark is not there. Well, maybe even listening to this, you're thinking, oh, I'm going to turn that off because she's just going on and on. I don't get it. I want to turn it off. But we're always looking for what we don't want. What is it you really and truly desire? What is it that is good for you? What is it that is happening right now in this moment that you could be at the very best? Will it be sitting in an Aston Martin right now? Will it be the owner of Concord? Will it be the man who has so much millions. It's beyond. He doesn't even have to touch the millions. Somebody was talking about this week. They don't have to touch the millions. They go into that place. They have so much that, you know what? When it comes into our sphere, our space, it is so elaborate that what we do, we feel we have to almost bow down and worship, because that person is, or that thing is so powerful. It takes over the whole of our space. We don't even want you to pay us. We say to that person, because you're so great. We, in fact, let us give you something. Do you notice that people want to always give to a millionaire? They give them respect. They give them time. They have time for them. Oh, I want to hear what that person is saying, because do you know why do we want to hear what that person is saying? Why do you itch onto every word? You're fastened to every word because you don't want to miss it. Because do you know what? They've got millions. Isn't that absolute? I don't want to, I'm on tape this morning and this is going out on YouTube to the world. I don't want to go down that road, because it is absolutely foolish that you are hanging on to somebody's word and curtailing your life to somebody's word because of the amount of zeros, nothings behind their name. Get this. Without the breath in that person, there is nothing. The most valuable thing in the whole universes and galaxies is this present moment, knowing that there is life, and that life is you, and that life lives you, and that life is potent, and that life is your potency, that life is your potential, that life is your possibility. Awesome. And to top it all, life wants you to remember. So this word remember is remembering your parts. Okay, just remember. Become very conscious of who you are, even in your body frame. And let the truth remember your eyes. Remember your nose. Remember your mouth. Remember your cheek. Remember your chin. Now look in the mirror. Find a mirror and look into it. And what do you see as you remember? Your face, your beautiful face in this now moment is absolute life living it. Look at your face, look in your eyes. Be present. This now moment, this I in this now moment is in the gravitational field of goodness. And as you see yourself in the gravitational field of goodness, all is good. Everything dissolve that you call bad into the field of goodness. Then as we expand in the field of goodness, we realize that at the core is the Christ. In the Christ, the core is the central point. So we begin to feel from that, and that makes our decision, because in the midst of our awareness of the amness, of the isness, of all that is, becomes our decision. It's the decider. It's our divinity. It is the truth of all that is. And that rests as we remember each part of your body, each part of everything that you're involved with, that life is eternal. What does that mean? It is forever. It is forever. It is energy. 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 Are you feeling tired? Oh, but you said, but I've just awoken. I'm not talking about that type of tired, okay? Are you tired? Is your mind tired? Tired of thinking it out and working it out? Get into the flow of the now moment. Come into the flow of the now awareness that you can be. In fact, the truth is that life is you. That life is you. And that life that is you is eternal. So can you fail? Can you fail if you are eternal? Because you get chances in every breath is my chance to excel. Every breath is my chance to be succeed. Every breath is my chance to be. Every breath is my chance to be that I am. And in this am now moment, I have entered into the gravitational field of goodness that is absolute, that is present, that is happening right now. I don't have to worry about what was. I don't have to worry about what will be, because I am now in the absolute. It is happening nowness of life that is eternal, that is the decider, that is my divinity, that is the central core, that is my Christ. Because these are not necessarily life words, but when you take them with the truth of them, hey, guess what? The next words I'm going to say, you might think they're negative, but when you get it from this place I was telling you, and they're this. If you don't remember these things about life, these 5 things, that is your A, B, C, D, E, these 5 things. Look at your hand, your 5 fingers. You notice you got 5 fingers, I was going to say 5 fingers on your feet. Do you notice you've got 5 fingers on your hands? Do you realize you've got 5 senses on your face? Everything about you, there is 5. It's amazing, isn't it? 5 toes on your feet. Well, you might have one. You might just have one finger, but within that finger is the power of 5. Okay? And I've seen that. This, I think it was last week. No, this very week. Somebody sent around a video, and it was of a woman, and she had one hand and I think she had one finger. Did she have one finger? One hand at the end of her elbow. She had a finger. It wasn't even a full arm. And she had learned to make her bed, to fix her bed in the morning. She learned to write. In fact, she's a teacher, and she teaches life skills. Amazing. If you have got 2 feet today, look down. You've got 5 toes on there, or whatever amount of toes. Look down on your feet. Look on your hands. Look in your face then. You might have one eye that's functioning. It's still an eye. Okay, it's sight, it's hearing, it's tasting, it's smelling, it's feeling. You've got all that. You've got all that. And these 5 areas, that things, there is more, but these 5 will ensure that you live the life you were meant to live. Just these first 5. Because this energy, this is ongoing. That's what you need to know. This is ongoing. I end with this. If you have had a diagnosis, okay, that says, this is you forever. Okay? This is you forever. Today, I am going to give you a prognosis. The prognosis is remember these 5 things about life. The only thing that is ongoing is life. Don't tell me that you have a diagnosis of a life disease. That's not true. They have lied to you. Go back to your doctor, go back to your surgeon, and said, my body renews itself X amount of months. Every few months, you're shedding, new cells are being born. So you cannot you're not carrying the same sickness over when your cells change, all of your cells change because they're changed. What you have done is not renewed your mindset. You have not remembered yourself with the truth. Today, start with a very simple exercise. Find a mirror and look into the mirror and look into your eyes. And as you look into your eyes, you remember, you say to yourself, if your name is George, if your name is Pinky, if your name is Alice, if your name is Peter, if your name is Paul, if your name is whatever your name is today. What is your name today? Is it life? Look in the mirror and say, life loves me. Look in the mirror, say, I love life. Life is absolute. Life just be. Life am. Just am. Life is the gravitational field of goodness. Life is happening. What's happening? Have you heard that? What's happening? Life is happening. And how is it happening? It's happening at the speed of Christ. It is whatever it is. Whatever it is, it's His life. Whatever it is life. I'm going to speak it because I'm going to speak that into my circumstances and my situation because it is life and because life is the gravitational field of goodness, because life is happening, because life is the decider, then my decision is already made. My decision is made because that decision, that decider, an essence of who I am, what I really was meant to be, is my divinity. And that divinity, the decider of all that is the truth of all that is. Not only is it whatever it is the truth of what it is. Not only is it the truth of what it is, the truth is that it is goodness. The truth is goodness. And that goodness is absolute. And that absolute is always. It is ongoing because it's eternal. It is the energy, that thing that makes you you, your energy that makes you you, that energy that is you, is good, is wonderful. That's your salvation today. Believe, believe. I believe life loves me. I believe life loves me and you, and you. Why worry when we can pray? Just believe, believe, believe. Well, we've come to the end. It's a long one this week. 30 minutes, half an hour of talk. But what I would like us to do, or life would like us to do, is to live these truths this week. It is a little deep. I'm not sure how old you are. I'm not sure how educated you are. But you have had some gems today. Maybe in the time you've been listening, you don't get it. Play this video again and again because it's filled with fresh thought, life words. This, when you listen to something, please, may we come out of the same old, same old, same old stagnancy of, well, that's not how I was taught. That's okay. Keep what you've thought and learn something new. That's what growth is. Growth is learning something new. A baby doesn't stay 2 months, 3 months, 18 months, 2 years, 3 years. What age are you listening right now? What age were you 2 years ago? You've grown. But even though some people have aged in numbers, they remain the same. They're still babies. There are some 70-year-old infants, not because the reason of their body is decaying, but because their mindset. Do you know some people have died and they have never lived? Some people have made a transition and they have never lived. So I end by saying, if you forget life, if you've forgotten those 5 things about life, you will die a little every day until you're dead. If you forget these 5 things about life, you will make mistake and enter into the road or the avenue that is called wrong. If you forget these 5 things about life, you will think you lose something or you lose someone. If you forget about these 5 things, you will enter into the realm of the uncertainty. And the realm of uncertainty is the realm we call bad or doubt. If you forget about these 5 things, you will cease to be. Remember then that life loves you, and life is you. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Come into this meditation as we zoom out now and make an exit into the truth. Take a deep breath right where you are. Stop, 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 stop your thinking. Stop your worrying. Stop your fear. Come on. Come with me. Life, come with me into life. The life that you are. Take a deep breath and hold it. Allow your diaphragm, allow yourself to expand with that breath. Take another deep breath in gratitude for this beautiful life that is. And as you allow the fear and the doubt to ebb away, It's this all illusion. It's not true. Bring it into the truth of what is and feel into that. Feel into that. There's a gravitational feel of energy, of all goodness, of all beauty. Allow that to happen right now. It's happening. Say that right now in this next breath after you exhale. Okay, we're going to take a deep breath in awareness of gratitude for all that is. Say life is happening right now. Life is happening right now. Say it's happening right now and it's all good. It's happening right now and it's all good. Bless you. Have a great and a wonderful week. If you've enjoyed this very long video clip today, why not send it on to someone else? Not just somebody you send it on to somebody, because everybody needs the truth. Give everyone a chance to feed on goodness today. Send it on, leave a comment, leave your thoughts. It's very important. I value your comments. Sometimes I don't answer for a little while because maybe I'm not in the office or around to do it, but it matters and it means a lot. Thank you so much for all of you that have written and have left an encouraging comment. um, you know, I appreciate it, and others appreciate it because you're encouraging them and you're part of this very segment. Thank you also for those who have donated online. You have gone ahead and you have gone to the PayPal website and you have donated to lulifechurch@gmail.com. Any amount that you have given makes this this program going out, a blessing to others. Thank you. Bless you. Bless you. Life bless you today. Life bless you in the listening. Life bless you in the application of these words. Allow them to sink into your soul. Be well and have a great week. Signing out, your life host, the Reverend Dr. Donisa Palmer Wallace, LU Life Church, Life University, Life Church. Bless you.